Eu comi carne podre no Brasil? Que nojento, galera. Carne que passou data? Carne mistura com papel? Que é isso, Brasil? Wow, what a story. Things are kicking off in Brazil right now. The corruption scandals are continuing, like every single day something different being uncovered by the Brazilian investigations police. But this is on a new level. Selling rotten meat around the world and selling it to Brazilian school children. Like, I just could not believe it when I read this story. It's absolutely unbelievable. These companies involved apparently have been selling meat that is well past its date, expired, podre, rotten. How did that happen? These companies want to make more money, obviously, and have been paying officials in Brazil and politicians to take money so that they could keep selling rotten meat. Like, I cannot believe this is happening. When I saw that, I was just remembering all the times I was in Brazil. I live in Brazil for like a lot of the year, every year. And we eat a lot of meat. We eat a lot of beef in Brazil. We eat a lot of chicken. Because in Brazil, I love meat. And everybody in Brazil will tell you that Brazilian meat is the best. But obviously not anymore. From the companies that are being investigated at this moment, we used to eat a lot of their meat. You used to eat barbecue, churrascarias all the time. Eu comi muito churrascarias no Brasil, galera. Realmente, eu gosto carnes brasileiras. É muito bom. Mas they've been using chemicals to disguise the smell of rotten meat. This is just like desperation of the companies involved. You guys in Brazil do produce the best meat, but if your companies have been corrupt in bribing officials, there's something seriously wrong here. Like, if that happened in the UK where I'm from, I think there would be mass protests on the street. And I think that's what needs to happen. Like, you guys need to boycott these companies. Boycott. I não sei pronunciar essa palavra. Boycott these companies. Don't buy any of their meat. All the ones involved in this scandal, that is absolutely absurd that they can still sell meat anymore. Like, don't buy their products. That is the best solution to this problem, and they're going to soon stop selling rotten meat. Number two, the politicians involved in this. Those who have been accepting bribes, doesn't matter which party they're from, doesn't matter where they work, what they do, put them in jail. No passcode, do not collect $100. They are in jail. People have been eating meat which has acids to kill the smell, which is a carcinogenic. That means it can cause cancer. And we've been eating it. I've been eating it. You guys have been eating it probably, if you eat meat. But the meat I eat in Brazil, I eat a lot of meat in Brazil, and it's probably been contaminated as well. Obviously, there is a recession happening right now in Brazil. Brazil cannot afford to lose its exports. But nobody is going to want to buy Brazilian meat anymore if companies have been deliberately contaminating them and then sending them abroad and selling them. But it reminds me of something that happened in the UK. 2013, here in the UK, we had something called the horse meat scandal. Now, that was basically a lot of companies that produced cheap processed meat packages that were supposed to be beef, especially products that were supposed to be mince, lasagna. They made ready frozen meals like lasagnas, sausages, these types of things. Supposed to be 100% beef, right? That's what was on the label, and that's what people expect here when they eat minced beef. They found out that actually a lot of the meat had horse meat in it. Now, a lot of people around the world eat horses. There's no problem with that. It's a safe meat to eat, although it does have some chemicals in it that shouldn't be entering the human food chain. But it wasn't labelled. People didn't know they were actually eating horse instead of cows. Those involved were soon taught the lesson because nobody was buying their stuff. But anyway, like, meat in Brazil is so important. It's such a big industry, and I just cannot believe what has happened. I've read through all the stories and all the details, and it's simply shocking. They have been wholesale corrupt in selling rotten meat around the world and to their own consumers in Brazil. It's just absolutely shocking. I can't believe it. Wow. Carne podre. Que é isso?